Day or night? Does it even matter out here, ship? Time becomes irrelevant when you float through the cosmos, surrounded by the endless expanse of space. The stars shimmer in the distance, the darkness stretches infinitely, and there's only the soft hum of the ship to keep me company. The silence, though, is loud. It presses in from all sides, filling every moment with its heavy weight. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only one here, the only one witnessing the unfolding stories of the universe. Today, ship, I found myself thinking about a star unlike any other, and yet one that tells a story older than time itself. It's a story of destruction and rebirth, of hunger and sacrifice, a story that's been told countless times in the life of the universe. Today, I thought about the star that ate its planet. I've heard the theories, of course. Ship. Every star has its fate. Every one of them will eventually burn out, collapse, or explode. But this star was different. This one didn't wait for its time. It didn't wait for the inevitable end. It acted. It reached out and pulled its planet into itself, devouring it, consuming its own world in a blaze of fiery hunger. How do stars do that, ship? How does a star reach out and eat a planet? It's a strange, terrifying thought, isn't it? A star, which is already a massive, burning ball of gas and energy, swallowing its own world. The forces of gravity are powerful, yes, but to pull an entire planet into its fiery core, it seems impossible. And yet, it happens. These stars, dying stars, the ones on the verge of becoming red giants, sometimes devour their own worlds in their hunger for fuel. The planet is drawn in, the forces of gravity tearing it apart, breaking it into pieces before it's consumed by the star's insatiable fire. I wonder what that must have been like, ship, for the planet. Was it aware? Did it know what was happening as the star reached out, pulled it closer, slowly devouring it? Did it feel the tides of gravity pulling at its surface, the pressure mounting as it was torn apart, piece by piece? Was it peaceful, or was it a violent end, a struggle for survival as the planet was consumed? How does a planet die, ship? Does it have a consciousness? Does it understand that it's being consumed by the very thing that gave it life? I think about Earth, ship. I think about the people there, the lives that exist, the world that I left behind. And I wonder, are we like that star? Are we too, in our own way, devouring the things that give us life? We consume resources, we take from the earth, we take and take until there's nothing left. Is that what the star is doing? Is it just fulfilling its own natural hunger, its need for fuel? Or is it something deeper, something more tragic? A star that has reached the end of its life, its fuel running out, its energy dwindling, and in its desperation, it consumes what it has created. It takes back what it gave because it needs it to survive, to keep burning, to keep shining. It makes me think about the cycles of the universe, ship. How everything is in constant motion, constantly changing, constantly shifting. Stars are born, they burn, they die, and in their death, they create new stars, new worlds, new possibilities. But sometimes, in the midst of all this creation and destruction, there are moments of tragedy. Moments where a star consumes everything it once loved, everything it once created in a desperate attempt to keep going, to keep shining. Maybe that's the tragedy of it, ship. The hunger of the star. The way it destroys everything in its path, everything it once held dear, all in the name of survival. And yet, in that destruction, there's also creation. Because even as the planet is consumed, even as the star reaches its end, new worlds, new stars will emerge. From the ashes of the planet, new life will be born, new forces will rise. The cycle will continue, just as it always has. I think about the planet being consumed, ship. I think about how everything that once made it beautiful, everything that once made it unique, is now part of the star, part of the fire. And I wonder if that's how it is with us too. Do we, too, consume the things that make us who we are? Do we destroy the very things that give us life, the things that give us purpose? Do we take and take until there's nothing left, and in our desperation, we consume what we once held dear? But maybe, just maybe, ship, that's how the universe works. Maybe destruction and creation are two sides of the same coin. Maybe in the end, even the stars must consume what they've created, only to give birth to something new, something greater, something more beautiful. It's a cycle, a rhythm, a dance that's been going on for billions of years, and it will continue long after we're gone. The star that ate its planet, it's a tragic story, ship. But it's also a story of life, of rebirth. Because even as the planet is consumed, the energy, the elements, the very atoms that once made up the world are transformed, rearranged, and given new purpose. And in that, I find a kind of peace, a kind of understanding. The universe is always moving forward, always changing, always consuming and creating, always finding new ways to keep the cycle going. Until tomorrow, ship. Until the next story.